Got it. Got it. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Zoom. What's up, Joseph? Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Miss Suzanne. Thanks for bringing us in, Miss Lizzie. We do appreciate you on this day. We are in the season, team. If you haven't felt the rush, the bustle, we are in the season. So I hope that we are preparing. It's been a long and busy week for me, so I chimed in on the GoPro platform as much as I could. So let's start with some catch up for me. Let's start with some wins, team. What's been going on in the week? Janet, let us see. I love a good laugh.
Oh, I don't know. I am not good with an iPad. I don't know about you girls, but I can work this phone all day long. But give me this big old thing right here and I'm a lost. Anywho, I was trying to find the Facebook. Wins. We're here. It's been a good week. My win I showed the other day. This is my new best friend, my little clicker. The clicker works amazing.
Oh, I heard you guys talking.
Consistency plan, goals plan, action, keep up with everything. It's been a good week.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to work this machine now.
So I have a win for me is I've been out every day this week. I work from home. So the only time I get in front of people are vending events or the Zoom, the social media platforms like that, but they're actually face to face. I have to be intentional about that, team. So this week I was intentional. I was out every day for a few hours, intentionally connecting with my swag bag to give away my hostess reward. So Friday I couldn't go out because I didn't want to miss the meeting. So I think that was a win. I'm pooped, but it definitely will lend results. New people. Anything going over there on Facebook? Friday. Look, nobody likes to show up for class on Friday. No one likes to go to work on Friday. No one likes to, it's not even the weekend yet, but Friday is like an intro. Not for me though, team. Every day it looks the same for me, except the Sunday. That's the only day I can actually tell myself relax, unwind a little bit. But all the days look the same. Now, Eric has been keeping up with the distributor retention. Wait 1 second, team. Someone's chiming in, and if I hit the wrong button, I'm shutting the whole thing down. All right, there we go. All right, we started the week out for distribution retention. He mentioned a wake-up call. He hoped we gained a value from that on Monday. I know that I did. It's something that you can't hear some of the same things over and over, but sometimes in some moments, they actually click for you and give you an aha moment. So the wake-up call on Monday gave me a couple of aha moments. So he mentioned the pre-recorded, and that's what's great about this platform, team. You can always go back and catch the replays on any days. You can always go back to the beginning of the year when we had Fraser Brooks for our first 90 days, social media, and then the next 90 days, we did the recruiting. So I encourage you, catch the replay. Fridays for Eric is generally Q&A day. Q&A day can be very informational because one, it reminds us that we're not the only one in that boat. That boat is heavy. So I listened in on, I was only able to catch maybe 2 questions in the first 30 minutes, but they were impactful. And the first question, he gave us a lot of what we've been covering over the week, the retention of it all. Basically, he gave us an example of a conversation that he's having with a person who's hungry, coachable, and willing, but they're stuck in their head. What do I do next? I have this. What do I do next? I did this. This isn't lending. Should I do this? Scale it back. I know we're all running around in our heads, but scale it back. And like Janet just said, the documentation, the keeping up with the systems that actually work, and demonstrate testing things out, testing the waters to see if this could be something new you could introduce. It may not work for the next person, but it just may be your niche. So try everything and give it some time to develop. So the first question was about pulling that prospect in and keeping the momentum of that prospect. Robbie just gave us a great statistics. I haven't actually gotten that specific numbers, but I can be sure that that 60% that Robbie gave us of consultants that don't go back in for a second order, that could be pretty accurate just based on my stats. Because I'm wondering why is it? So that was an aha moment for me. I have something in place now to graze them through, but her question was, what do you do when you're introducing them and you're trying to keep that momentum? Eric told us that it is our responsibility as an upline to keep feeding them information. Now, I did receive this when I became a new consultant. My upline sent me a crazy list. We figured out later it was horrible, but it was a start. Crazy list of things, what to do before I received my kit, what to do when I received it, and some things to do after. It was crazy. It was way too much at one time. So what we did, we condensed it. It is very important to keep that engagement with your new prospect, to filter them that information. And he gave a couple of examples just to keep them involved. The introduction is excuse me, team. Oh no. There you go. Thank you. So the introduction is the most important, keeping the conversation going. And this is where it really got to a hot seat. Be careful of going in too fast. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I got an opportunity that's going to change your life. It's going to be so successful. You're going to boom. Would you know? Would you be interested? Would you know? Can you give me 3? He gave a lot of example as we're support mechanism. Oh, I was talking about being a support mechanism to your prospect. Give them small or give them small challenges. Reach out to your 20 people before your kit comes. Make sure you create a page to post your new beginnings on social media. Give them something that send them a tool. I watched a lot of videos when I started this journey, and it helped out so much because it gave me so many different avenues and ways to look at things. So send them videos to watch. Challenge them with the product. I didn't realize this because I'm a jewelry wearer, but I didn't realize that most consultants, oh, excuse me, team, don't wear their jewelry on a day-to-day basis. Give them a challenge of just wearing their jewelry, keeping them engaged in the product, in the business. So that is our job as a support mechanism, to keep them effective, to keep them going one more day, one more week, one more month. So send them something what you should be doing before. That is we do have a system that some things you should be putting in place. So create a system around that. Remember, the goal is to help them hold on just a little bit longer. The more information I have, just a little bit more information, it keeps me intrigued, it keeps me engaged. So this is where he actually went into the call details. He says that he has a client. I'm going to call them a client for this purpose. And he gave he asked them the basic questions. I'll ask you the basic questions. Are you coachable? Are you hungry? Are you willing? Now, his client was real excited after all of them, and which we all are, about our product, our brand, and what we do. But here comes the work. Here comes down to the nitty-gritty. So he gave them a challenge to connect with 500 people by a certain day. I'm going to assume it was over the weekend. Connect with 500 people, basic conversation. And I think this is where a lot of us may steer in a direction or make a pivot that we shouldn't. Basic conversation, being ourselves, stalkish a little on their timeline to see what their favorites are, see what they're into, what they're doing, or make it a basic question. What are you into? What are you doing? The next question, because I know we get a lot of those yes, no, one word answers back there in those inboxes and messengers, but there's a way to keep that conversation going. You just politely ask general questions, the weather, the children, the job. And I look at this as trying to gain information about them, their likes, their dislikes, and most importantly, their needs. Remember, team, we are trying to fill a need for this prospect. But he really, really weighed heavily on being genuine. Focus on quality. The quantity will come. He made a statement. It's the quantity. Get feedback, then repeat. So whatever you're doing, do it in a massive quantity. Get the feedback from it. That's when you're planning, doing, and reviewing. And then repeat. If it works, repeat it the same way. If it doesn't, tweak it a little bit, adjust it. He also mentioned the pivot point in the conversations. Be charming is what he stated. We have to remember not to pivot too quickly, not to pivot too slowly, because we could lose someone making it really, really slow. But don't be relentless about it. I know that some of us just have a natural tenacity type of personality. And I assume that's what personality this person was, because they just went on and on and on, and they were here and low, and they were back and forth. That's why the system is so important, team. If we do it the same way each time, and we know that it works, that is a true system. So don't be relentless, be charming, keep the conversations going, be natural with it. And he also mentioned this, and I do this as well. Someone new pops up on my feed. First thing I'm doing is adding and inboxing. I don't know what to add them. I don't know what to ask them. Hey, it's cold over here. What's the weather like over there? Or, hey, this was a message this morning. I'm back and forth with this young woman on a daily. It was her birthday. I shot her a birthday message. We've been talking the last couple of days. She says she misses my live presentation because her work schedule. Aha, let's find out your work schedule. Let's see if we can adjust it to the live time is my thought. So we're back and forth. She says she works third shift. My eyes, this time is third shift. So I'm just back and forth with her with basic stuff. All right. Soon as I get those work hours though, I'm going to invite her to another tool. But that's keeping the conversation going, introducing the tools, finding out what works. All right. Pivoting when needing to. So quantity, team, quantity. Any questions? It was a Q&A day. It's almost like you have to be there to really get, I guess, the whole story. These were some nuggets that I pulled out today from that one conversation. Oh, the second question was about a person on their team not being coachable, not being willing to listen and learn, and that how that could hurt as well, team. So let's always keep open-minded. Our way just isn't the only way. All right, take suggestions, always open it up. Please chime in. Something that you guys want to mention from this past week? We can do a Q&A as well.
I have, Tanya, when I went to boot camp, I took some notes from one of the leaders there at corporate, Matt, and he actually talked about what Robbie was talking about. He said that 58% of new consultants will order again, but you can bump that up to 80%. If you can get a new consultant to order within the first month after they sign up, they're more likely to order within the next 3 months. But 42% of consultants that buy their kits never order again. And that's a pretty big number. That's like almost half. So it's very important that you spend the time, like the things that you were talking about, the small things in the beginning, not to overwhelm them, but lead them and show them how to order and how to do the things so they don't become that 42% statistic doesn't go up. Yeah.
Great.
So it was good. It was good information.
I think that is great information, because now that number is imputed in my mind, I'm going to put forth that effort in the beginning, because I know this is a critical time. I don't want to lose you in the fluff.
Yeah.
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 Great.
And
Great.
they've done the work on that. That's statistics from paparazzi. It's like, ooh,
I am that statistics girl.
we got to bring those numbers down and up. We got to
Very
flip
important.
the script on that one. Yeah.
Very important. Anything else? Thank you, Janet. Excellent.
You're welcome.
It's the mind level that we're all thinking on. You guys, it is truth. You are that 1% right here, because out of the 400 something thousand consultants that we have, you guys are here on a regular. You are that percentile. Yeah, and it's the way we think. We have to just go back and take it to our teams. I have to go back and take it to my team. I post 3 posts on the team page today. What is this thing on? But we'll stay back there. We'll keep it going.
Just keep pushing. Just
Yeah,
keep
just
being
keep
you,
pushing.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you would be surprised. You would be surprised too. Like sometimes it's all crickets, and then here comes somebody that you haven't talked to in a year. Well, hello. Where you
does
been?
happen. It does happen. So yeah, the conversation involved a lot of that. What if they don't say anything back? What if they say no? If they say no, give them some time. Make a note, revert back to them in a month, 2 weeks, whatever you think is, just continue basic conversation. A no does not have to stop the conversation.
Mm-hmm. And no, it's just a not now.
Thank you. Somebody put that in the chat.
Or at least that's the way I'm going to take it. Not
Yes.
now. Okay.
Not right now.
Maybe
Exactly. So we're looking forward to next week, team. Keep in mind that dorks are still traveling. They'll actually be here in my surrounding area on next Thursday. So I'll be checking out the dorks, and All In tours still making their rounds. The EMP dates have dropped. No, they will sell out. So go ahead and make your appropriate arrangements. And any questions, please take advantage of the platform we have. It's new releases in another 12 minutes, so we can't make it happen if there's nothing else.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything on Facebook, so.
Good. Well, you guys have a happy Friday. Thanks again for joining in with me on this happy Friday. Gonna be great. I see you, Josetta. Keep both hands on the wheel. All right, until the next time. Thank you, Mama Frank. Thank you, Frank Diva's team. You guys be safe on your travels, and until the next time.